Aloha, this is BYU Hawaii OE Deutsch Survey. So today I would like to show you how to create a pivot table in Excel spreadsheet and make it pivot charts. So when you have like tons of data and tons of columns and the rows, it's very easy to create the pivot table and manipulate and analyze the data. In order to do that, you just click anywhere else on your column in the spreadsheet. I'll just click here and go to Insert ribbon and choose a pivot table and select the all table and the range. What do you want to include? It includes all the tables, and it also asks you where you want it. You want to have your pivot table on new worksheet or on the existing worksheet. So I wanted to have it on a new existing worksheet. So click OK and it goes to the new Excel spreadsheet. So if you just lose your the boxes, you just click here, just click, left click, and that's it. And you have 4 different boxes, the values here, row labels, report, filter. So the values, you can include any kind of the numbers or percentage. So I want to have my values, my revenue here. So I want to should say my row labels what I wanted. So I want the product line. My product line includes all kind of the materials like cell phone, DVDs, electronics, kitchen, and housewares and music and other kind of stuff I sold during this year. So as I said, just click here and you have the boxes. So I want my product line and I have my sum of the revenues. I want to see my prices. Just click it and drag it down to the box. And just click it, referral fee rate, click it, drag it down to the box. And I want to see my referral fees. So when you just drag each items, those will be selected and it's gonna be in the bold. So I just created this simple reports for that, and those numbers these numbers are the dollar value. So select all and go to the home and choose the dollar value. So you have your dollar values. So that's how to do it. But one of the things is like, for example, under books, I have like 16,4333 and 0.03. That's actually sum of the price. I don't want to see the sum of the price. I wanna know how much my books are selling at the average rate. So in order to do that, you go to this boxes, the values here, and choose some of the prices and left click, and you can see all this different move up, down, move to the beginning, and you just need to select the value field settings, choose it, and I said earlier I want to summarize it by the average rate. Click OK. So now I can see that how much my books are selling at the average rate is $22.79. So my referral fees, the sum of the referral fee, I don't want the sum numbers. I want to see my referral fees as average rate. So go to the sum of the referral fees and click left and go to the value field settings, choose it, and choose the average. Click OK. So those also has to be the dollar value. Choose the dollar value under the home ribbon. Okay, now you have the dollar value. So that's how you create a sample report with the pivot table. Now also I want us to see filter it, report the filter. I want to report the filter by the name. It will be a little bit effective because I have 2 sellers, Amazon and third party, and I want to know how much they sell under each product line. Choose Amazon so you can see that. Okay, for example, you have the books. they saw the total revenue is like 14,150.45, and go now we want to see the third party. Okay, third party and the books. So it's only 2,879.62, which is a little bit lower number, and that's how they perform. That's the easy way to report and manipulate the data. Also, I would like to show you how to create the pivot charts. So in order to do that, go to the original data and right click or just click anywhere else on the cell and go to the insert ribbon and choose the pivot table and choose the pivot charts. So pivot charts, actually I wanna have it on the existing worksheet because it's easy to see the original data, and also I want to see my pivot tables and charts. So it also chooses the selected data and select all the data range. I want to include it. The locations you can see if you choose the existing worksheet, they asked you the location. So I want to see my the pivot table and charts right here. Just choose it and click OK. Now you have the pivot table that you need to also choose what kind of information you want to include for your pivot table, and I mean pivot charts. So I want to see my seller on the axis field, and what kind of information I want is I want my sum of the revenue. Okay, so now we don't need the pivot table field list, just close it. And now you have the information. So it gives you the total sales for both Amazon and third-party seller. So you can see that who sold a lot of products for this year is of course the Amazon. That's how you create a simple pivot table and pivot chart. One other thing also I want to include it's that for the beginners who's beginning to use Excel spreadsheet, it's also you can manipulate the data, and also you have to analyze data. There's some small tricks you can analyze the data. So I will have the names of the seller and units sold. Okay, so I have the units. I will just put the random numbers under the names and also units sold. So James and James. Okay, cat. I'll just put the cat. And ribbon and lie and honest. Okay, honest. Those people make the sales. Okay, for example, this made 20, 15 units, and they make a 9, and lie make 7, 8, and the honest made, he did a really good job for this year, 25. Okay, you have the names and the units sold. There are a lot of ways to do that, and I want to visualize how much each person sold for this month. So in order to do that, I put the equal sign and type that REPT, it stands for repetition, and open parentheses and open the quotation mark. I want it by O and close quotation mark, and just comma and choose your the variables and close the parentheses. So it basically gives you all how much this person is sold for this unit, and basically gives the visual basic. So now I want to drag it down here, so it's gonna, you can see that who made the most sales for this month is of course the honest. Honest made the most sales, and it's the way you can visualize your data and with a small amount of data. Okay, this is I want to show you how to create the pivot tables and how to use the repetition button, and I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Thank you.